Hello everyone and welcome to Recon Wildlands. So the beta just dropped earlier today, very early today, and a lot of people got their codes as well today, but there's a lot of people that I know that do not have access to this game as of right now, and I'm very sorry that this is the case. Same thing with Injustice 2, where the codes seem to be just extremely sparse, and I know there's a lot of people that are super excited to play these games, but they can't get access because they sign up, and for some reason they'll sign up months ahead of, prior, and they don't seem to get a code. So again, I am sorry. I will be posting content throughout, most likely today. I wanted to make 3 videos. I wanted to put gameplay and customization in the same video, but the problem is that I did customization for pretty much the entire length of this video. So I just figured I'd bring you the entirety of what the beta has for customization. So if you're interested and you really want to see what the beta has to offer, I am completely unsure if this is what the full retail game will have, but as far as the beta goes, there's quite a lot to put into your character. It's a little, I guess you could say it's a little overwhelming. I wasn't expecting the customization to be like this. It's not insane, but it's very nice, and I do appreciate what they have brought to this game. So not a lot of hairstyles, pretty much so far. Again, I understand that it's beta. That's completely fine with me. I guess it just seems like all the hairstyles sort of have like the same little look. But anyways, you can really make your character look like the character that you want to make. There's tons of options to put to deck out your character the way that you want them. And then also, if I'm not mistaken, you can do this even after you start the game. But as far as gender and actual traits go, or physical traits, I'm not sure exactly what that means. You cannot customize that once you've made your character. But you can change your appearance whenever you want after the game, or when you start the game, that is. So, as you can see, I'm just pretty much going over the face details and stuff like that. I will put a little bit of a timestamps in the description if you're interested. If you just want to see certain segments, I'll cut those segments into pieces, and I'll put the timestamps in the video so that if you want to click on it and you're interested in just seeing only a certain part of the video, you're more than welcome to do so. But for the people who are interested in seeing the rest of the video, I will continue to just let pretty much the video play out. I wanted to fast forward it, but I didn't think that it was going to be worth it. For the people that just really want to see the detail, I sometimes just want to see customization for a lot of games, and I can't really ever do that. So again, I just wanted to bring this to you all, anyone that's really interested in the beta. The game comes out March 7th, if I'm not mistaken. I will go over the gameplay parts in another video, but I'm just, again, going over what you can see as far as making a character look like your character. And once again, it's nice. There's a lot of tattoo customization, there's clothing customization, there's accessories, so things like shades, hats, boots. You can do stuff to your face, like if you want scars, cuts, tattoos, things along those lines. As you can see, if you want to put a harness on your character, you could put like a lightweight harness so it looks like that, or you could put like a heavyweight harness and you look like a tank. It's pretty crazy. You get like these big bra, or you get these big shoulder pads, and you get Kevlar vests. You can get Kevlar gloves, which you will see a little bit later in the video, which is something that I thought was really sweet. Bunch of different type of hats. You can wear it on front, you can wear it back, you get beanies. Again, it's just tons and tons of customization for this game, and I'm super excited because, man, if I could tell you this much, I've been playing for the past few hours to try to get some hands-on with the game. I'm still getting used to the gameplay. It's a little weird to me. It plays a little bit differently than I thought it would. If you've played any third-person shooter, or I guess you could say any third-person military shooter in the past year, maybe, which probably is honestly probably like 2 games. So you could if you want to compare this to Division, I'll make the comparison straight out. If you've played a lot of Division, the controls for this game will throw you off, because I've been trying to play this like the Division in terms of control layout, and it's completely different. You're going to be doing actions that will throw you off. It's not a hard cover system, it's a soft cover system, so you don't lock to cover, you have to walk over to cover, and most likely crouch in certain times. There's some times when you do certain stuff and actions seem to break on you, like crouching and aiming. Little things like that don't seem to work right now. But again, it's a technical test, as it's called. It says closed beta, but when you go to download the game, it's called a technical test. So I'm guessing that they're trying to work on the servers. There is some server stability issues. As far as it seems, if you want to link up with a friend of yours, you'll probably like play for like 5 minutes, and then it'll kick you out repeatedly over and over again until it decides to work. But that's just the server issues as far as I've seen. Again, back to the customization. I'm sorry for getting off topic, but there's vest, and you can customize the colors. There's a lot of color palettes. already. Again, this is just the technical test or the closed beta, and there is tons of options. I'm assuming that there's going to be an open beta, probably before March, I would say, just like kind of how they're doing with For Honor right now, where the open beta is this upcoming week. I will cover that again. It seems like some people or a fair amount of people really enjoyed that video, and I'm very happy that you all enjoyed that video. I absolutely love playing For Honor. I hope to continue more of that game as soon as I can. We'll see how that goes, but I am digging the way that Ubisoft's kind of been taking care of their games since Rainbow Six Siege. As it seems, they're taking the exact same path they took with that game with these two games, where it doesn't seem like the DLC's paid, except for this game, sadly, because, I mean, it's kind of an open world, so they're doing something a little bit different. For Honor's more towards Rainbow Six's type of play, where you choose characters and then you can play as those characters in this 10-15 minute brawl, and there's no the only difference with For Honor is that you can pick multiples of a class, but that's completely different. This game does have some co-op. I wouldn't even say co-op, but it does have some team play. If you really wanted, you could make it as strategic as possible, or my favorite word, you can make it as operator as possible, where you can make a character look like, as you can see, you could put on ghillie suits. You can make a character look like a freaking bush if you want to, and you could do that with your legs as well. So you could just like look like this giant walking bush, and you can customize this again in game. So if you're doing a mission at nighttime and you want to make sure that you have super maximum stealth, you can put this on your character and you could look as operator as you possibly want to. And it's really sweet. I love it. Absolutely stoked with the amount of customization that this game is bringing to the people, so that not everyone looks the same. I think my main problem with a ton of games is that when it comes to customization, they say that you customize your character, but the main problem with that is that when you actually get to customizing and stuff like that, every character sort of looks the same, or they have this layout where you'll have a squad mate or a squad mates, and everyone sort of has this overall look because this looks cool and everyone loves this look. That's pretty much why I am taken back by the customization system that this game offers currently right now, and it's because there is tons to do, and you can make your character look and seem different. I have the only person I've played with so far, which is a good friend of mine, and he spent like 5 minutes customizing his character. He just went in, did 2 or 3 things, got out. He wasn't, I guess, that interested in it, and then he came out with a character looking completely different than mine. The only thing that his character has that I don't have is facial hair and the light ghillie suit on. That's pretty much it. Those are the only similarities that we have. But other than that, we don't have any of the same gear on at all. And it's nice. It's nice to see that, to have character differences. I was gonna say differentiality, but that doesn't sound like a word. I'm unsure if it is. Completely random note, balaclava. I'm stoked that this is there for some reason. I don't know why. I love using this in Rainbow Six Vegas 2. It was super sweet. I love the bandana as well. I don't know. There's just I love the look that these type of games bring. So I'm kind of nerdgasming over this, and I would say I want to apologize, but I just love it. I love that you can make your character look this type of way. I mean, I know there's a lot of FPSs. There's a lot of FPS games, and there's a lot of shooters out there. That's pretty much the same thing. You know what I mean? And they have these very sweet-looking characters. Like, they have these awesome character designs, and the people look really great. But you can't do anything when it comes to customization. Like, you'll get a piece of gear, but you just get a piece of gear. That's it. You can't do anything to change it to make it look how you want to look. And it kind of sucks when they do that to people. But this game kind of made it so that they just gave you everything that looks insanely sweet. You've probably seen these, in Rainbow Six Siege. You've probably seen this in The Division before. You've probably seen this in any game that looks or has this sort of relevance, military relevance. And they just made it so that you can fully customize. And kudos to Ubisoft. Kudos to the developers behind this game, the creators, everyone that's working on this game currently. That alone, just with this part of the game, this type or this level of customization is also backed into the weapons as well, in case anyone is unsure. If you ever played Future Soldier, I have a problem saying that word. Soldier. There you go. Future Soldier. That game has a thing called a gunsmith, which is a very intricate weapon customization system. It's not as crazy as seen as in this game, but back then when that came out, it was kind of a big deal. But this game has it on a whole nother level. There are dozens and dozens of guns in this game, and with that new system, you can customize the guns to your liking. You can put whatever the hell that you want on these guns, as long as you find it in the open world. everything's scattered in the open world. You can find it if you want to. If you're dedicated enough to find what you want, you can get it in no time. It just takes, honestly, setting a goal, going out there, grabbing it, and the next thing you know, you have tons of attachments for your weapons, and you can change the weapon paints, things like that immediately. That's another thing that I'm kind of happy about that this game has, is they brought back that weapon system that was in Future Soldier, and that was something that I don't think was as fleshed out as it was in that game, and they fleshed out in this game with tons of weapons and tons of customization, and it's awesome. This game, from what I've seen, I know a lot of people are hating on it because they might have not thought that it was a very attractive game, but in my opinion, and just seeing it on my screen, playing it for the time that I've been playing it for, I think that it is a very attractive game. I think that it looks great, even if it's not as great as it looked back then. It plays well. There are some issues, of course. It is the technical test. I'm going to state that. That's been stated a few times in a video, but I'm going to make sure that each time I state it, people understand exactly what this is. It's a technical test. This is not the full product. This is nowhere near the full product. This is probably a build from months ago, since they seem to do that with us a lot. They gave us builds from months ago, and then we play it, and then we have no idea that this is even the full product. Or not, I wouldn't even say the full product, but this is something that we've been playing that's extremely old, and maybe the full product looks like a complete, obviously will look like a more complete product. That's just how it is. But again, understand that for the people that think that this is going to be how the full game is, this is not going to be how the full game is. There's going to be more. There's going to be a lot more customization options. There's going to be more weapons, more things to do, and hopefully the only issue that I hope that's fixed is the same issue that I have with For Honor. It's the same issue that I had with Rainbow Six Siege, which seems to be a Ubisoft staple, is server stability. Bring us server stability, and I will play this game. I just want the servers to work so I could do co-op. That's all I'm asking for. That's all that I want. But look, we get backpack customization. What game gives you backpack customization? You could choose your backpacks. You could choose if you want a radio on your backpack, things like that. Color of your backpack. It's simple. It's a little thing, but it's nice to have because you see again, it's a third-person shooter. You see the back of your character a lot. So maybe if you were to play the game, you didn't like your backpack. It sounds silly, it sounds stupid, but trust me, you don't really notice it until you play third-person shooter a lot, and then you really start to look at the details of your character, and you'll be like, man, that's really ugly. But they kind of went all out, and I'm super excited. I know I've restated the same facts. It seems like I've restated the same facts over and over and over, but I'm really not. I'm attempting not to. I'm trying to keep it as informative as possible. Again, tomorrow, or I wouldn't say tomorrow, keep tuned, because later today I will upload a second video on this game, and it will be gameplay. I wanted to cover both, but it would have been too long of a video. I wanted to max that out at least 13-14 minutes tops for customization. So this is the patches. This is like the second last item, or if I'm not mistaken, it's the last item, and then there's special outfits to give you just in case you want to choose them to look like a certain way, look like a winter soldier per se. But again, I hope you enjoyed the little video. I've ranted a lot. I apologize for that. I'm just super excited for this game. I've always been a Ghost Recon fan. I cannot wait to play this game when it comes out. I'm going to dig more into the beta, bring you more videos, bring you more content, and I hope that you find it all enjoyable and informative. Again, I hope you enjoyed it, and take care.